Let's welcome spring with some big, bold DIY flowers. I was inspired by Fiesta here in San Antonio when I chose my colors, but you could choose any colors you want to create big, beautiful flowers to decorate your front door with or to create a fun party backdrop. A couple years ago, I made a giant flower wreath, and it was so much fun that I thought this time I'm going to make them just a little bit smaller so I can have an entire bouquet on my front door. Once again, I am using Oly-Fun Fabric made by Fairfield World. This is a really cool textile. It doesn't fray, so you can cut it and you don't have to worry about sloppy edges. You can glue it, you can paint it, you can staple it, which is what I'm going to be doing here. And I'm going to show you how to make two kinds of flowers using Oly-Fun Fabric. So to start off, just like I did before with my giant floral wreath, I am working with Oly-Fun in square shapes. So I'm taking that right off the bolt here. And the way I make my initial square is to just fold this down into a triangle and cut along that folded edge. And then you'll see when I open it up, I have a square shape. Now, with my other giant wreath project, I left the Oly-Fun this size, but since I want to create an entire bouquet, my flowers will be a little smaller. So for everything I'm doing here, I will be cutting that initial square into 4 smaller squares. Now what you see me doing here is cutting along the folded edge because Oly-Fun fabric is doubled on the bolt. It's folded. So I just cut that to make 2 sheets of Oly-Fun. And now I am folding it. When I was a teacher, we called this hot dog style. Folded it hot dog style, cut along the edge there. And now I'm going to fold it hamburger style. And see, now you see I have a cute little square there. And I will cut that folded edge. So now I have created 8 squares of Oly-Fun fabric. I will be using these squares for both styles of flowers. So first up, I'm going to show you how I make I'm going to call it the pointy edged flower, okay? So we start off by folding in the 2 opposite corners so that they touch, and then pinch the fabric together right in the middle there. And to hold that, I'm just going to use a stapler. You could use a chenille stem. You could even sew this if you wanted to. I decided to try out using a stapler since I was going to be making lots and lots of flowers. So once I staple that, I'm going to fold it in half. So it's kind of like 2 bunny ears right now. I am checking the ends to make sure that each petal is the same length. And then I'm going to staple it together on the end there. Like I said before, you could sew this, you could hot glue it. I opted to use a stapler just to keep moving quickly. So there is my first set of petals, and now I'm going to make another one. I want at a minimum 6 sets of these to make a flower. So just like I did before, fold those edges in, pinch it together and staple it. And then when I look at it on the front, to me it kind of looks like farfalle pasta. Okay, so that's how you know you've got the right shape. Then fold it in half, staple it again, and you have another set of petals. And you will continue this until you have enough to make your flower. Once I have 6 sets ready, I am going to join them together. So I will put 2 side by side and then staple at the base and then again on the back to reinforce it. Then I will take my next set of petals and staple that and just keep going all the way around the circle until the circle has been closed. And then I'll flip it over and staple on the back just to make sure everything's held together. And now 1 flower is done. 1 down, a couple more to go. These are fun to make, so it doesn't take much time at all once you get used to the process. Next, I'm going to show you how I made what I'm calling the ruffly flowers. Again, I'm using that same square shape of Oly-Fun fabric. I'm folding it in half and then in half again, and then fold it into a triangle. Now I'm going to start on the taller side and just cut kind of a ruffle shape until I cut off that excess part there. And all that's doing is turning this into a basic circle shape. If you don't want to make it ruffly, you could just cut straight. That's fine. So I open it up to where I have a half circle, and now I'm going to tuck in each end If you've done any origami, you might have done this before with paper. That's what we're doing with this fabric. I am tucking it in, and then I will kind of fold it in half and pinch the edges there and staple the end to hold it all together. And so there's my first ruffle. To make a nice size flower, I found that you need at least 6 of these, but 7 or 8 will make it look a lot fuller. But it does get heavier that way, so it's up to you. But at a minimum, you're going to want 6 of these ruffles. Let me show you one more time how I did that. So I'm folding it hot dog style, and then fold it hamburger style, and then fold it to make a triangle. Then I will take my scissors and start on the longer edge and cut across in a little ruffly pattern to create the circle. So when I open it up, you're going to see my semicircle there. I've got the folded edge on the bottom, and I'm going to tuck in each of the ends to create those ruffles. Once that's in place, fold it in half, pinch it, and staple it to hold it all together. So I'm just going to continue making a whole bunch of these in a lot of different colors and collecting them, and I will show you how to put them all together in just a little bit. But next I'm going to move on to making the base of my wreath, or this could even work like if you're doing a big pretty backdrop, like a photo backdrop or a party backdrop. You're going to use a wreath form, and now I'm using the green Oly-Fun fabric cut into those same size squares that I've already been using. I'm going to pull it through the wreath form and staple it in place, and this will be kind of my green foliage that goes in the background. Then I'm also going to pull some through the rest of the rings but point them towards the center of the wreath, and then that way I have covered up the center there. So at this point we have the green backing done. We have cut all of the petals and assembled those, and now we're almost ready to finish our flower. So for the big pointy petal ones, I need a center. And the way I did that was to take some Poly-Fil fiber fill, cover up a recycled bottle cap, and then just pull a piece of Oly-Fun over it and tie it off with a rubber band so that it looks like this. So it's kind of like, almost like a little mushroom cap kind of button thing. And what I'm going to do there is, remember, after we stapled those petals together, we have a little hole in the center. That's going to get poked through the hole, and then I will use some hot glue to just hold it in place there. Now let's assemble those ruffle petal flowers. Remember, we created all those ruffly cone type shapes, and now we are going to join them together with some thread. I am using a larger upholstery needle just so it shows up better on camera. You can use a regular needle with this, and you're just going to stitch through each of those points near where you stapled it and join them all together. And when you get to the end, you're going to go back through the first petal and tie everything off together. So it's just kind of joining them all together really tightly. And when I flip it over, you'll see that it looks like a really pretty fluffy flower. After I've completed the flowers, I will be cutting some scraps of cardboard to hot glue to the back. That just gives me a more sturdy base for when I mount this all together. So see there, I just cut up an old box, hot glued it to the bottom, and then to finish up the wreaths, I am going to hot glue all of the flowers onto that green backing that I created. Big, bold, fun color, perfect for fiesta and spring. Have fun crafting and creating. Thanks for watching. Ciao, amici.